Ladies and gentlemen, it is now with great pleasure that we present the 2018 Manufacturers Wall of Fame inductees. The first award of this evening goes to Kirk Wardell of Marquardt Switches, Inc. Please turn your attention to the video screens to learn a little more about Kirk.
Kirk Wardell's dedication to the innovation and growth of our nation's manufacturing sector extends over 30 years of experience, dedication, and innovative thinking. He graduated from Arizona State University with a degree in electronic engineering, and from there, worked for various companies spanning the country and gained experience in several different industries. In 2004, Kirk took a position with Marquardt Switches in Cazenovia, New York, an international manufacturing supplier of electromechanical and electronic switches, sensors, and controls for the automotive, off-road, truck, power tool, and home industry.
Left for 20 years and came back, and the big reason I came back is for that community feel. And Marquardt represents that community feel.
Well, you know, Kirk is like a big brother, I think. He's not like a president who's a dictator. He's more like your big brother. And, you know, you love to tease him. He likes to laugh at himself. And, you know, that makes him so genuine. And because of that, you really feel open and to talk to him about anything.
Kirk began at Marquardt, assuming the role of Director of Operations and Industrial Engineering. During his tenure, Kirk was quickly noted as a well-liked, forward-thinking, and results-driven leader by his employees and by the leadership team. By 2017, Kirk worked his way up, learning all facets of the business, and was promoted to the president of Marquardt Switches' North American headquarters and manufacturing plant in Cazenovia, as well as its automotive sales and research development office in Michigan.
He's very broad thinking, and he recognizes and uses his managers as people to implement his ideas. He's very trusting with us. So as long as you've gained that trust, he will allow you to go ahead and move on and, you know, do whatever things that you think are right for the company. So he has a lot of faith in his leaders, and we respect him for that. He doesn't micromanage what we do.
I can go into his office thinking I have a solution for something, and I will walk out with 5 other ideas that now I'm almost confused, you know, and we laugh about it because, you know, he has a term, we've given him a term, butterfly boy sometimes, because, you know, all of a sudden you're over here and over there. And so it's an endearing quality.
While working alongside his dedicated team, Kirk has transitioned the local facility from traditional manufacturing practices to lean and modern processes. The Marquardt Cazenovia manufacturing facility is recognized by Marquardt's customers for being benchmark level.
The people that work at Marquardt are extremely dedicated people. You have to be in the automotive industry. It requires not just a 9-to-5 approach to work. You have to want to strive to be performing at that next level, and you have to put in the effort to accomplish that. And that means sometimes evenings, weekends, travel to make all of that work. Our customer demands keep going up, and our employees have to rise to meet those, and they have.
I know personally that I respect Kirk. I respect his leadership style. I work well with his style. He's always asking us, what's next? He's always saying, what are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do? He's always looking to, like, we achieved a productivity goal. We gotta get better.
Kirk, will you please join me at the stage to accept this well-deserved award?
Sorry for any reflections. When Karen called me and was kind of in a panic and saying, hey, you got to call Randy right away, And then Randy left a message on my phone, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I called Randy back, and he said, hey, what do you think about joining the Wall of Fame? And I was speechless. I stood there for a few minutes thinking, that wasn't even conceivable in my career, in my time, because I worked at Pass and Seymour for many years. I worked for David Riding. I know many of the business leaders here. And as David said, it was always one of those aspirations that you didn't really think that you could ever achieve. And so when I got that call, I was genuinely shocked and absolutely pleased to say yes, because it's not me I'm saying yes for. The folks that you saw in the video and many others behind them are the main reason that I'm here, because I can be Butterfly Boy, and they listen to that. And more importantly, they turn it into something. And Dave talked about in his interview of Arnie and Bill that servant leaders is really the focus and the way that we should go about our approach to leadership. Randy talked about that, and I saw some excerpts out of his book. That is absolutely the fundamental that we all have to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, you are the company you keep. You need to be able to go into work, you need to be able to trust each other, you need to be able to work very hard and then feel like the team around you is a team that you want to be with. And that's not easily accomplishable. If we really talk about what it takes to get there, not everybody makes that trip. And it's very hard to tell somebody that, hey, I love you, but it's not working out, and we have to find something else for you to do, or we have to find somewhere else for you to be. But it's absolute requirement to build that team that can accomplish all of those things. And just out of curiosity's sake, how many people, by show of hands, heard of Marquardt before you read the program here tonight? Wow. Alex, did you see that? Alex Kogut, our marketing communication person? That's great, because most people don't realize that the products that we make, engineer and make, are things that you interact with every single day. When you get in your car and you press a key fob, you might be pressing a Marquardt product. When you press any of the dash controls, the steering wheel controls, if you have a John Deere tractor, let's face it, this is redneck country, you have tractors. So if you have a John Deere tractor, if you had a Caterpillar excavator, if you have an espresso machine, if you have a DeWalt power tool, chances are you are interacting, pressing, and controlling something through a Marquardt product. But most people don't know about us. And I have the good fortune of working for a company, a German-owned company, that believes in apprenticeships. We've had one since 1986. We're working with MACNY to spread that word. We have internships. We have 55 interns every year. And being able to do those kinds of things as a leader is extremely fulfilling. And that's what pumps me up and makes me show up to work every day. So even on those days where it isn't easy, and Lord knows if you work in automotive, it isn't easy, it's a lot of fun to know that you can do that with people that you really enjoy being with. So on behalf of the Marquardt crew, I thank you. And I want to also especially acknowledge my wife and daughter, my wife Catherine and my daughter Emma, who every single day support me to get up, go out there, get on planes, last-minute business meetings and so forth, to make sure I can do this. My mother's also here, Marcia. We used to call her Military Marcia because she was a pain in the butt, and thank God she was, because in my Rhodes Scholar 4, 5, 6 college program, which there was no scholarship in there, she made sure that I made it through to get my 4-year degree in 6 years and didn't let up to make sure that I did it. And to my daughter Emma, there is no 4, 5, 6 program. As a parent, it's unacceptable. It no longer exists. So, thank you to everybody here. Thank you to Randy for the recognition. One last shout out to all the community leaders through ESD, through Kip Hicks out there in Madison County, MACNY, TDO, Center State. Every one of these folks has worked over the 37 years that Marquardt's existed to make sure that we still exist. And I can't thank you and appreciate the work you guys do to help make that possible. So enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.